Yo, 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 yo. One more Nespresso pod and we're going. You guys good? I usually start at 9:15, but I'll start at like 9:05. How about that? It's a lot of vegetables I just drank. All right. All right, let's get going. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning, everybody. My name is Wayne McDonald. I'm super excited about our future together. We got amazing things lined up. The way you trade is going to radically improve. Incredible. I'm super excited about what is going on. But let's just get on with the normal routine of business. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 21,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. But please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. All right, before we dive into the work, let's go through the value ladder. Traders Way is an ECN. Really, if you think about it, the word broker isn't appropriate for it. It's an ECN. It uses straight-through processing. They don't broker anything. That's usually a broker calls you and sells you something. Hey, you should be in this and broker some sort of deal. They're not really brokering a deal per se. When you click the button, your trade goes through them into a pool of liquidity providers in the interbanking system. They're a gateway. Yeah. They don't match you, the pool matches you, right? Most brokers use a different system, and the trade never leaves their server. They just match you against one of their other traders, and you're like, well, what's wrong with that? Well, their business model is designed like eventually the trader on the left loses all the money over time, and the trader on the right loses their money over time, and that money never leaves the broker, so the broker just keeps all the money. That's how most brokers work. Eventually, they hope that all their clients lose money. It's the business model. It's the technology. Imagine that. They have algorithms and everything to ensure this happens. And you're like, what? People have, there's a business model based on all the clients losing money? Uh-huh. I think that's horrid. So anyways, Traders Way offers a real valuable service. That's why I use them. They're good people. They have a good business model. I recommend them. You should go check them out. Do your own due diligence. But that's the major difference. So you have Traders Way, and then you have TRADARS. Where you can automate your technical analysis. Let's just go through it this way. Oh, it's not going to let me in, is it? I'm in the wrong browser. This happened yesterday. What browser am I supposed to be in? Hang on. What about this one? Yeah, this one might work. Google's so complicated, man. When you have 500 Google accounts, knowing which one to be logged in at what time can get complicated. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, this one. All right, let's see if this will work. All right, so we have a technical.
Here are some results from a search.
Ooh, Google was listening. So at TRADARS, we automate your technical analysis. So all this happened 22 minutes ago. This one 37 minutes ago. Okay, so we automate all your technical analysis for Forex, for crypto, for the individual stocks, for commodities, and for stock indices around the world. We also automate your fundamental analysis. This is the wrong browser too. It's going to make me go log back into everything, isn't it, if I do it this way? All right, well, let's see. Probably not a problem. Now I got to sign back in under this profile. Hey, man, it's Google. It's not me. Okay, good. Here we are. Okay, so you can automate your technical analysis. Okay. You can automate your fundamental analysis. So, like, how do you feel about gold? You guys like gold, huh? When people ask me, how do I feel? I'm like, what do you mean, how do I feel? This is what I think based on quantitative analysis of all this data. Yeah, that's what I think. So anyways, you can automate all that very, very, very complicated fundamental analysis and say, oh, bullish. Okay, this is what's happening now. Here's 10 years of seasonal data. It's really nice. It's really good. We have a scalping service that I'm building. Loading. Yeah, we have a scalping service. So under commodities, there's one little scalp going on right now. But you want it under Forex. More opportunities. See, there's scalps. They're little like 20 pip moves, 30 pip moves. Okay, there's not a lot of meat on the bone, but that's why it's a scalp. So these are all little possibilities. Inside of scalping, we also have volatility for news trading events. This one's sometimes slow to load because it's got so much data behind it. It's years and years. It's millions of candlesticks that go into this. So, right, GDP was important, and I can click on this and see it was greater than 2.8. Yep. And look at this. There's a 2-hour scalp of 4 to the downside. Over the next day, 100% probability of down for euro dollar, for example. But you knew this before the event, because I can show you. This is what happened in the past. I can tell you why. It's because the Fed is only going to cut 25 basis points, not 50. So some people had gambled on 50. So anyways, we can take that out. So that's cool. That was predicted before it happened, which was really nice. So there's their volatility. We have courses. Okay, nice, right? We have coaching. This is where we do our live events. So swing trading on Monday, I am confirmed. It's on my calendar. I will be notified. Cool, right? Yeah. And then community. So over here we have our groups. You can ask questions that only group members will see, or you can communicate publicly. You're like, hey, help me with this, and someone can help you. We're also doing challenges and some gamification and all of that. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. So again, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, scalping, courses, coaching, community, complete package. And if you guys want me, one of the things we'll do under scalping and volatility, I might be building a third tool for you, by the way, for those that are interested in the short-term trading, like trading 5-minute charts. I might be adding one more tool in here for analytics. And then on top of that, how would you feel about a 24-hour-a-day live squawk service so you get the news before everybody else? All the news, but in particular the big news. And then, of course, market updates, and you can ask them questions because it's a real trading desk. Yeah. I can get that done for you. If you want to pay for it, I can get it for you, 85% cheaper than you'd otherwise pay. And 85% cheaper sounds good, doesn't it? It does. It's because I wouldn't make any money. But I would do it for you. I wouldn't make any money, but I would do it for you. If I can break even, I can get it done for you. You're welcome. I don't need a yellow Lambo. I don't want a yellow Lambo. All right. Cool. All right, so let's get around the world. Where do you want to start? Do you guys want to start on the pound? Yeah, let's start on the pound. Okay. And there we go. You can see I already have it lined up. Let's get rid of this old stuff. And we have a down, up, down. Yup. So here's the thing. So in the training course and in my book, I talk about scenarios where you measure from this high to the low. Okay? And I'm not making a big stink about the lower low, but it's obvious. But what I'm making a big stink about is in the training courses, in the general training, we tell you that there's a pullback. You could have, like, let's say a 382 or a 618. Okay? Any more than that, it's probably not a retracement, but a reversal. Okay? And there's actually a part of the book that very specifically talks about a pattern like this. Okay? And it's the old man easing into a hot bath example. Now, it's not quite this. This is a lot more of a head and shoulders. But anyways, let's go through to the pattern, right? Okay, down, down, buy. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Okay, this could also be another buy. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Up, 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 down, down, down. Up. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But then soon as you get the new down, 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 the up is over. Okay, so you get this on the smaller time frame, right? Yeah, that's a problem. And soon as you're at this level, you know it's a problem. Okay? Now, here's the other side of it. When you get that scenario, and what I'm talking about here is 100% retracement. Okay, so what I teach you is a 382 is an aggressive pullback. A 618 is a conservative pullback. A 786 predicts a lower high double top. 100% confirms reversal. So that's 100% retracement from this low to this high. You got that point? In a scenario like this, then you look left, you grab the old shoulder, okay? And now you're like, Wayne, you're just back feeding me crap because it's already happened and you can see it. And what's the other word for it? I'm not backfilling. What do you guys call it? What do people call it? I'm hindsight. Oh, Wayne, in hindsight, you're a perfect trader. Yes, in hindsight, I'm a better trader than I am. I'm still not a perfect trader. But I'm telling you, that is the lesson. Yeah, and if GDP had come out differently, well, that's you can see that that's obviously European news, but I don't know, whatever. That's just the lesson. Like, think of it this way. Like, TRADARS is really good at doing technical analysis, right? So what did I do with that? Okay, let's do this. Oops, drawing tool still on. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let it load. Okay. Are these predictions? I'll get rid of some of those. No, they're not predictions. These are my favorites, by the way. My favorites. They're patterns. Thank you. Thank you, guys. In particular, Prince. Ben, that is exactly the answer I'm looking for. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. When I look at something like this, and I'm acting as a coach right now, right? And I do have a training course that outlines this. I did write a book 20 years ago that outlines this. So when I'm doing a live stream and I'm teaching you, you take the top and you take the old support and you notice there's 100% pullback. Then what you should do is then grab the left shoulder, okay? And then a lot of people say, oh my God, it's all hindsight trading. What a loser. Yeah, I know, I'm a loser. I'm teaching you how to trade the pattern. Did I know this was going to fall? No, but I'll tell you what, that is the pattern. And therefore, if you're the one making the prediction, you could be ready, willing, and able somewhere around this top to look for a sell side price action on a smaller time frame. That is what I'm teaching. Not that you should have known and like this is that's how you make $1 million trading Forex. That's how you set it up and be ready. You're the one doing the alert because you're like, oh my God, I saw this low. I know we're vulnerable to the upside. You know it. That's what the pattern means. And therefore you can set it up and be ready. Do we know it's going to happen? No, that's impossible. And of course, news had to line up just perfectly. Yeah, well, you know what? Very often that's why it happens. Everybody is worried about the same thing. And so these are just patterns. But oh my gosh, so you see, I filter things out. Why? There are patterns I prefer and patterns I don't prefer. These look beautiful to me. How about you? Now, I know we just had some red hot GDP. That tells me the Fed is going to cut 25 basis points in September. And some market participants, and I know that from the Fed Watch tool, 30% of the market thought 50. Well, those 30% are wrong. What do they have to do? Change their position. Literally adjust. What is the consequence of that adjustment? Short-term dollar strength. And do we have dollar strength now? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay, so can you see like the amazing combination of fundamentals and technicals? You are going to become a small institutional trader. Okay? Yeah. Okay, cool, right? Yeah. Yep. Take a quick look at the risk gauge. Risk on, 3-3, 303. That's good. That's okay, that's good. But I'd be careful in the short run. Because this is based on other markets and stuff. That's good. But we also know in some assets will behave differently than others. So we already thought good, but now the economic data was fantastic, which means it's gooder, but that's too good. Therefore, the Fed cuts less, which then you have to counter the previous positioning, which creates the short-term dollar strength. You see? Okay. So Favor says, okay, USA entering recession today. Okay. We just printed a 3.0 GDP. I think it'd be the first recession in history to have a 3 handle on a recession. So I don't know about that. Okay. Now, you'd have to give me some other data and to back that up, too. Like, I know the SOM rule, yes, but remember, we've added $10 trillion to the economy. We've only removed 2 of it, so there's still $8 trillion of monopoly money. And unemployment is still, it's moderated, but we're still at full employment. So, Favor, it would be the first time in history. Now, granted, this is happening because of that monopoly money, but this would be the first time in history to have a GDP at 3 and an unemployment rate at 4.1 or 4.2 or something. Like full employment, massive GDP. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So maybe. Now there is some vulnerability. So maybe Favor's got some insight that you could share. I could tell you that of the jobs, 90% of the jobs in NFP are basically government, nursing, and other sort of like healthcare. I think some teachings in there, and that's it. Okay, it's not like Meta is doubling their workforce because they're booming so much. So where are the jobs, right? Yeah, government and healthcare is like almost everything. So you're like, well, one is recession proof and the other one, I guess they're both recession proof, of government and healthcare. So anyways, I'm giving you a tool. So NFP is not accurate? No, I got that information from NFP. So of the 114,000 jobs, 100,000, okay? That's where I'm like 80, 90% of the economy. The other 14,000 was the general economy. Okay. Now, I know that because I read the report. That's why I'm a smarty pants. But, you could go through and say, well, what about, services PMI? How are we doing there? And, it's expansionary. This is 70% of our economy. Okay. We're doing okay. So are we in recession? I don't know about that. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. So we had weekly claims, right? No. Sunday. All right. This is a good opportunity to talk about it. Okay. Yes. So maybe I wasn't clear in my email. So Sunday, you subscribed to QuantBox, $79 a month. And then there's an upgrade. Hey, for $29 a month, we can email you the changes in the database so you don't even need to log in anymore. Okay? Cool. It's an upgrade. But then your main subscription at $79 is canceled. So you can't have the upgrade without paying the base, you see? So you're like, well, I'd rather have the $30 product than the $80 product. Yeah, well, you can't do that. Okay, you can't do that. It's basically 79 or 100, right? Right? So anyways. Yeah, so therefore, if your main subscription is canceled, the upgrade won't work. That's why you can't do that. Okay? So that's why it behaves. So I've canceled for you. Yeah. They should be linked, but no one's ever done that before. So yeah, you can't do it. It just won't work. Okay. Let's just quickly look at the scalping tool and see what's up. Okay. Let's just see what's up. So you can do like, give me every scalping setup with 70% chance of accuracy. We could look at like CAD Swissy up to resistance. See, there's not much on these bones. Aussie Kiwi, no. Rand, see, if you can get it in the right direction. But But I know dollar is strong today, and likely to be strong for today. So I don't know if I want that either. This might be interesting if we can get through this chart. Oops, delete. Okay. If we can get through this chart, this price level, that could get interesting. It's saying up to that price level, 74% chance it gets to that 111.50 something. This isn't trending, so I don't really like that. Aussie Swissy I might be into. This might be interesting. Kiwi yen down. See how we have a down candle right now and up. Why don't we look at Kiwi yen on the 4H and see what's up. See how I'm scouting around? All right. Yeah, we already kicked off the fiver. Oh my God, we should already be long, but let's see. Is there let's check it out. I'm just I just want to have a little. Okay, we're hung up here, huh? Let's go to the smaller price action. Now, first of all, I think I want to be a bull on this, so for today at least. So I'm going to go to my indicators list. I'm going to turn my biased pivots to bullish. Okay, yep, here we go. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking at tomorrow's pivots. What? Yeah, we're already done today. You should know that. You should look at this chart in the first 5 seconds. You're like, oh yeah, we're already done. So this is about tomorrow's trade. This is tomorrow's buy zone. So we've already bottomed out, higher high, higher low. So as sort of a mini re-up, we might be able to capture something in here. So buying a dip is an acceptable way to lose money. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, if you buy a dip and lose money, in a scenario like this, it's okay. It's not a lot of money. You could have a stop there. Preferably it's here, but, because you have this sort of second chance. So pivots kind of look at this, right? So the pivot kind of is already estimating this. But there's two kind of plans, right? There's two plans that you could try here, depending on your time frame. Okay, and of course, if you can catch one of these, it might work out. It might be the thing you trade for the day. If it drops down to here, I would wait for a whole new reset. So let's say if it dropped down, then I'd want it to drop down, then make a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And all of a sudden, that's more like a London close than a New York open. So it's more like, if this works, then I have, it's my thing, my toy for the day. You know, the toy for the day. My cats do it. They're like, well, I have the stuffed strawberry. I have the stuffed mouse. I have the stuffed banana. Which toy will I play with today? Yeah. All right, so anyways, that's the lesson of the day. Hey, did you click the thumbs up? Huh? Did you click the thumbs up? Now, Alu, I guess, wants some Euro Kiwi. Whoa! So that's not something I normally eyeball. So, some people log in, they're like, hey, Wayne, what do you think? Alu doesn't do that. Alu knows. So we go to fundamental, and we'll just look it up. Okay? Now, Anthony, if I asked you to write on a piece of paper 3 bullet points about the European economy and 3 bullet points about the New Zealand economy, would you be able to give me any reasonable report card on these two economies? Just a real simple comparative analysis. Oops. Okay. Good. Sweet. All right. So then, so you're taking it down. The problem is I don't love down. It's okay. But I'm not sure how long that's going to last. New Zealand is doing very, very poorly right now. Oh, but the Kiwi's strong. Yes. Okay. Well, you can see there's the market. Institutions are still 60% long euro, but you're selling euro. So you have a little bit of, headwind there. And you're buying New Zealand dollar, but 60% of institutions are selling it. So you have double headwind. Now, technically, it is bearish. There's no doubt. But fundamentally, you can see the institutional players are thinking about it, again, I guess the same way that I'm thinking about it, because I've read New Zealand reports just recently. I can't remember which one it was, PMI, GDP, CPI. I read these things out of New Zealand. Actually read it. Yeah. From like Kiwi Stats or something, right? In fact, I have a database or a spreadsheet open now still. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Okay, so recently I read about New Zealand retail sales. And I read it. Isn't it nice? I read it. And you know what it is? It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Right? Oops. I'll get rid of this. I'll bring this back. Okay. It's horrible. And so when I look at that, I'm like, I'm not so sure about owning New Zealand dollar. Now there's when you look at hot money, there is an edge here. You could borrow euro for cheap and plow it into New Zealand and pick up a spread. That's true. It's not much. Retail sentiment positioning is very, very long. So I do want to sell it in that case. Unemployment is better in New Zealand than Europe. Okay, so I want to sell it for that. Okay. Okay. GDP is better in New Zealand. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. So, yeah. So here we go. So CPI and GDP favor New Zealand. Okay. Okay. So it's, it's like what happens is, which sister is less ugly? I know it's a horrible sexist joke. I don't know. Which three-legged horse? I don't know. So, starting with the fundamentals first, I just want to say there are lots of reasons you could sell this. But ultimately, it's still fairly mediocre. That's all. Okay? Next month might be better, so maybe you're front running because we have this, right? So August to September, which is the period we're in now, is flat, but September, October, November is down. So we're neutral now, but it's about to turn probably bearish, which would be down. You see? It's very helpful, huh? Richard says, still think it has 300. No. Look, bro. One way that you'd use this is to say it could fall for 8 weeks. Maybe a little bit more, huh? Yeah, so it could be more than that. Now, on the shorter time frame, we can pull this up. Okay, this is a daily chart. Yeah, Anthony, I know I'm singing to the choir, but it's still a good opportunity to teach the process, right? Okay, so technically this turned bearish around the 18th or on the 18th. Or should I say statistically? Then it made a lower low, then a lower high, then a lower low, then a lower high, then a lower low. Okay? And over the next 7 days, best case scenario for bears, you could get to 174. Worst case scenario, 177.5. Base case is right here. So, yeah. Was that a 70? Average? No, what a one? I can't read it. So the red is best case scenario, 174. The trend is 178. That's green. It doesn't have green. 176, I guess, is what it's saying. Okay, it's just out of order. That's all. So 176 is our base case and by September 4th. That's nice, right? Again, not a prediction. It's just math. It's just statistics. But if you don't know that, then you're kind of flying blind, right? Now, you still, like if we were going to do technical analysis, we'd look for monthly pivots and weekly pivots and all that kind of stuff. But that's not what this is doing. But you should know the speed and stuff in which we are going, right? So we can go to that Kiwi. Okay. Oh, look at our buy. Oh, look at it. Right? Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. But whatever. We are going to go to Euro. Have I told you that you're my Euro? What are you going to have for lunch? Euro. You know what drives me nuts? Gyro. I'm like, what? A gyro. I'm going to have a gyro. I'm like, what the heck is a gyro? Okay, we don't have a Euro Kiwi. I don't typically trade one. Should we get Euro CAD out of here or Euro Aussie, Euro Pound? I'll get rid of Euro Pound. Okay. And Euro Kiwi. Does it even exist? Euro Kiwi, fake news. Fake news. Yeah, okay. Let's okay. All right. Okay, so what we talked about earlier today is when you grab this and you do this top to this bottom, that is 100% retracement. Okay. Is that? Yeah. The one on 50th, 51st. Oh my God, what's the name of that one on 51st and? Oh, I can't remember. Is it 5th? 51st and 5th? Dude, that place is crazy good. Yeah. All right. So, 100% pullback. Okay. What do? You look at the shoulder and you drag it across. Somewhere around there, you want to get short. That's what I taught you on the other thing. That's what's in my book. That's what's in the training course. It's just, there it is. So, yeah, right? So you could look at it that way maybe, huh? Yeah. Is there room for this to run? Well, it's already one standard deviation below the mean. But if you're going to be a bear, the target is 172. Okay. Now, it started pretty early in the month here. I'm wondering if it's going to do an R1, S1. But nonetheless, look, if you were going to be a bull on this, okay, where would you go? Favor, you can log in at any time and get that data. So I'm not gonna do it in the live stream. Just log in. But speaking about seasonality, I have a new seasonality tool I'm going to announce next week after the holiday, after everybody logs into TRADARS. I got a new tool, a new upgrade for you. Hey, everybody, there's an upgrade coming next week. Compliments of the Firm, another amazing seasonality tool that will blow you away. You didn't ask for it, but I know you wanted it. Compliments of the Firm. Yeah. All right, so let's go back to this. If you were a bull, this is what you're looking for. You need to know your enemy. Okay. PCE. Picard. Richard. Oh, Euro? Euro CPI? What are you talking about? Euro CPI? Yeah. Yeah. How funny, right? Europeans get so mad at me. Come on, Europeans. Yeah, like this. For example, just recently, I read the European PMI. Yeah. Dude, see, look at this. I have it readily available. I actually do this stuff. It's so funny. Look, everything is at a high. Everything is doing well in Europe, right? 51 on the composite. Okay, that's mediocre. 53 on services. Okay, that's great. 45 on manufacturing. That is unbelievably bad. And you can dive into here and all that kind of stuff. And okay. So it's funny. Input costs are really high. Right? Input costs are high, but everything else is very bad. Okay? It's weird. It's like this. Think of it this way. Very low GDP. This is now not on this report, but you can read into this. Low GDP, low productivity, right? With high prices. And, oh yeah, this is the part that I talked. By the way, we did this days ago at Investor Bootcamp. If you're not in the Investor Bootcamp swing trading group, I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why you would not want to be in that group. And in fact, next week when I finish everything with TRADARS, when you join TRADARS, the base membership is the swing trading group. So you'll get everything in the swing trading group, including our twice a week meetings, right? And so, like, when you actually read the report, because you might maybe got this number here and not much else. Maybe you saw the difference between services and manufacturing. Maybe. But, did you read it? See, we actually read it. Okay? Yeah, and there is a line in here. Look at this. There was broad stagflation. I think they used the word again in here. They're using the word stagflation in the analysis. What? Right? Shut the back door. I can't search this? How come I can't search this? Wow. Really? I can't search this? What if I just do Control F? Does it do anything? What the hell was that? Let me do that again. Did you hear that? Control F apparently makes some sort of noise. Okay. Stagflation twice. The second consecutive month of broad stagflation. Let's go back to the first one. There was broad stagflation. Oh my God. Whoa. And we know this because we actually did the work. Yeah, favorite. Well, you can just buy a membership, a subscription. You want access to the analytical tools. I mean, you're asking good questions. You should sign up. Okay? Right? So anywho, wowzer. Now, how about we can also double check here. We could go to technicals. Okay, and we can try something else here. Let's, again, it's probably hard for you to see, so I'll zoom in here. All right, we can turn off Forex and just look at EuroKiwi. And we can see of all the patterns, now I turned these two patterns off because I don't love them, but these ones are pretty good. They're very good. So I'm going to hit save. And, no repeatable pattern on that currency pair right now on the 15-minute, on the hourly, on the 4-hour, and on the daily. Is that informative? Yeah. Could you still trade it? Yeah. But of the 12 most reliable, repeatable patterns, nothing exists at the moment on that one particular currency pair. All right, well, what about the other patterns? How about, what are these patterns present on that currency pair? No. There's no pattern. So you could trade it to the downside if you wanted, or you could buy it if you wanted. Cool. Yeah. You could. But, well, TRADARS fundamentally is leaning a little bit to the sell side, but is neutral. And technically, it's analyzing 4 charts. And on the 4 charts, it's looking for 12 reliable, repeatable patterns. And it doesn't see any of those 12. Now, something might be going on, but isn't it impactful to know, like, QuantBox is like saying, TRADARS is saying, we're fundamentally neutral and technically nothing's really going on. I think that's powerful. It's basically saying, wait, fundamentally iffy, technically iffy. Now, there might be other things going on. Maybe you can trade some price action. Maybe there's a day trade, and maybe this and maybe that. But the one thing is for sure is the 12 reliable, repeatable patterns do not exist right now on this. It is trending down, Mikhail, but what I was showing you earlier is this is a position in which if there are bulls, they would start to enter. It's trending down, but now that might end soon. For example, how do I get to that conclusion? If I was a bull in September, I want to buy somewhere around here. Well, that's the price we're at. We're at that price, right, Mikhail? So if I was going to ambush, that's the price I would set it up. Now, I'd rather have a double bottom, higher high, higher low, but not everybody trades conservatively like I do. So some people are like, if it drops to this price, buy it. Other people say, if it comes up and comes down, okay, then buy that. And other people are like, if it comes up and comes down, then buy that. And other people are like, I can't do that until we're above here. And other people are like, I can't do it until we're above here. And then I can't do it until I'm above, so you just got to pick one, right? But I can tell you that the first most aggressive bulls, they are thinking about this price. So we're in a downtrend. It has been in a downtrend for weeks. But not necessarily today. So TRADARS is then zooming in on this chart, and it's looking at different time frames. Oops, not that one though. And it's saying, is it one of these patterns? And not at the moment. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Okay? Now, here's what I also mean, okay, Mikhail? So let's say you're short, you've been short for a while. I already indicated we're at a price in which I'm allowed to buy if I want to be a bull. Now, I might be an aggressive bull, but I'm allowed to be a bull now, okay, Mikhail? So it's like you're a bear, I'm a bull, let's say, okay? We're adversaries. Now that I got 100% pullback, what do? It's the opposite of what I taught twice today. You take the neck, the shoulder line, and if I'm a bull, and by the way, that this gray line is my monthly buy. So I can start doing this now, everybody. Me versus Mikal, okay? I can go this way now. I have permission to engage. I was waiting for the 100% pullback, and this is that measurement we talked about throughout the day. It doesn't belong in a downtrend. And I don't just look for that. I look for that at support. Well, the support is this pivot. Now, more precisely, I really need next month's pivot, and it's about the same. So I have to squeeze that in there. There it is. So let me draw that. Somewhere around here is where I want to buy if I'm a bull. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Let me zoom back in. And I'm above. I have permission to engage. 100% pullback, permission to engage. And I can take on all the bears. Okay? I could take them on. In fact, what I'm doing, Mikhail, is I'm hunting bearish stops. I'm stop hunting. Anthony's like, yeah, on the 4-hour, sure. I'm not talking about that. I'm on a 5-minute chart. I can stop hunt and then sell higher later at the monthly central or the monthly M3. Okay? So I'm not saying up. I'm saying the TRADARS does not see down anymore. Right? And so bears are in this situation where somebody is hunting the stops. Yeah. And if bears got on late, we're going to hit those stops and this is going to go up. And that's what stop hunting is about. So like, for example, the smarty pantses of the world, okay, that started selling this up here. Okay, let's say you started selling that. Okay, would you sell this? No, I don't agree with that. But once you got this, setting that up and then confirming it with a rollover, okay, I totally agree with that. Okay, then a big down and then a big up. I totally agree with that. And then a big down, drag it across. Okay, totally agree with that. What about, there's always somebody that's going to sell down here, right? It doesn't make any sense. It's piss poor trading, but you know it. There's always somebody. Well, stop hunting is the business of taking these guys out. And then, let's say somewhere around here, we rotate it bearish again. Okay? And do I know it's going to go that high? No, that's not how No. It might just do this. But it might do that. Or it might do nothing at all, just kick off the 5, and then, at least you took a shot. And with scalping, you don't lose very much money because you're scalping. The thing is, the way you make a lot of money scalping is add another, so you're trading a micro trend. Okay? Right? So ALU is still looking at 174. Don't disagree with that. We did the trend analysis, right? But over the next, let's say, couple of hours. Okay? So London is closing in 90 minutes. Maybe in the next 90 minutes, we take out some of the London boys before they go home for the day. They exit their Euro Kiwi short. And this goes up for the next 90 minutes, and we pick up 50, 60 pips scalping. That's what a scalp is. We're trend agnostic. I'm hunting the stops, and I'm forcing the bears to make a decision. Should they get out or should they not get out? Should they hold overnight or should they not hold out? Right? So anyway, we'll help them make that decision. If If they exit their short, this goes up. So again, I'm not saying up. What I'm saying is for some bears, the decision is out. Fundamentally, this is down. Okay? So green candles sometimes is out, not up. Oh my God. You guys loving it? Do you see how amazing things are about to get? Okay? Your technical, fundamental, volatile, analytical tools, plus coaching and courses and community. Oh my God. Yeah, Ben's like, yep, and yep. Yeah, like high five, dude. Yeah. Oh, Elu, you got 62 pips scalping the fiver today? Hey, fist bump. Good for you, man. Rocking it. Some good pips. Okay, I'm far too zoomed, right? Far too zoomed. Yeah. So again, these are all the patterns. And a lot of these are like little skippity scalps. They're different than what goes in the scalping area. But they're skippity scalps, and that's not my favorite. That's just me personally. So I like to turn them off, generally speaking. They're sometimes a good heads up, and they show you where retracements are going to happen. But I generally don't love them. When I see these patterns, I actually get happy. This is what makes me smile. Right? I look at this and I say, oh, good morning, sweetheart. Have I told you I love you? Oh, you're my sweet, sweet baby. I couldn't trade without you. I'm going to trade with you forever. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, when I look at your patterns, you make me giddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Lovely to you, mum. All right, that's it. Once Richard starts putting words into my mouth, that's the end of the day. Gotta call it quits. Yeah, so hey man, I'm telling you, we're building something amazing. And these are not tools. We're building like a revolution. Right? We're building a revolution at TRADARS where we're taking a world of retail amateur traders and making you into, helping you make institutional quality decisions. I want you to be a small business. I always have. And now, really, you're going to become a small institutional trader that can scalp, spot, swing, carry position, technically and fundamentally. You'll have the training. You'll have the course, right? You'll have the coaching. For self-improvement, you'll have the community to bounce ideas off of people and really challenge yourself psychologically and emotionally, build yourself up. Like, oh my gosh, guys, seriously, this should be what I've built for you should be a turning point in your trading career and your investing career. And if you want to do more stuff on stocks and commodities, we'll do it, right? I just don't want to make these meetings too long because I also do all these other coaching events. And, all of a sudden, some of you guys are getting 6 hours a day of Wayne, and my wife sees me for 20 minutes. And that's not even a joke, right? So, but dude, in our short amount of time together in these live streams, let me know if you're like, Wayne, but can we cover, Pfizer, or Netflix. Like, heck yeah. You want to do the Netty? You want to do the PayPal, the Alibaba? Look at everything wants to go up today. Up, up, up. Oh, except Moderna. Don't want that. Apple, look at that. 10% more sales in Japan. Yep, yep, yep. So look, if you want to start doing this, just ask. You're the boss. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Coming in for that shoulder. So that's where your RWA. Okay, right off that kicker. Okay, and if you're not sure what the heck I'm talking about, this is the stop hunting. And this could last, let's say, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Maybe. And that's what you're thinking. And let's say ultimately there. Cool. That just might happen. So, hey, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being part of my community. QuantBox is now in TRADARS. Investor Bootcamp is now in TRADARS. So what you need is TRADARS and Trader's Way. And then you can build a small institutional business around your trading and investing. Yes, and see you at Swing Trading at 4. Swing, 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 swing. Swing Trading at 4. Swing, swing, swing at 4. Okay? We have an amazing time in the swing trading group. Absolutely love doing swing trading. So I look forward. I'm like, oh my, I can't wait. 4 o'clock. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Cheers.